Hey, this is Chris, but my friends call me Stones. Thanks for checking out my channel, and thanks for checking out my latest video. Thanks for rolling with me. That's the name of this channel, Rolling with Stones. I'm Stones, and you're hanging out with me, and I'm sharing you parts of my life that I hope are interesting. And I hope to expand this channel in the near future. I know my videos have been mostly about reselling, which is my job, my full-time job, but I hope to share other parts of my life with you eventually. And get into other aspects of things that I do. But for now, reselling is it. This is something that I've been doing since June 1st of last year. I started doing this when I lost my job, my full-time job with an insurance company. And now I go to yard sales, I go to garage sales, I go to estate sales, I go to thrift stores, I buy collections privately from people, I go to normal stores, and I buy things on the cheap to resell for a profit, to make a full-time living. And I've been doing this since June 1st of last year. It is Friday afternoon, and I went to yard sales and I went to garage sales. I started on Thursday, but once again I kind of struck out. I've struck out on Thursdays for the last 3 weeks, and 1 week I blamed it because school started back. Another week I blamed it because of the weather. Another week I blamed it because it was Labor Day weekend, but I have no excuse for this weekend. I don't know why, but I didn't find much. I came home with one thing, and I paid 50 cents for that one thing, and this is what it is. This Toypedo Trident water toy. This is a pool toy, something you play with in your swimming pool. I have talked about these on Instagram. I've shown me selling these on Instagram. What these are is what I call the water equivalent of lawn darts or lawn darts. If you don't know what a lawn dart is, it was a toy that was popular in the 70s and 80s that they discontinued. They banned them because they were too dangerous. If you want to know the equivalent of it, think of cornhole, but instead of bean bags, think of big, massive darts, metal darts that people were throwing at each other, trying to get them inside a circle on the ground. People were getting hurt. They were getting their eyes poked out. They were getting stabbed with them. People were getting hurt, and there were lawsuits, and they discontinued them, and now they're banned. And if you find them, they are worth a lot of money. The problem is you can't resell them anywhere. Nobody will let you resell them. So this is the water equivalent of these. People get hurt with these as well, so they quit making them. The first time I learned about these was from Lonnie, over on Shed Flips or Garage Flips, whatever his YouTube channel is called. He found one at a yard sale, brand new, still in the box, and he got a lot of money for them. I paid 50 cents for this. This specific design, Trident, is a little bit different than the ones that I've had in the past. The ones that I've had in the past were pure solid rubber. This one is hollow. See, you can squeeze it. It's hollow, which I've never seen before. But when I looked this up on eBay, there was only one active listing, and they wanted $45 plus shipping for it because all the other ones have sold. So that was not an unreasonable price. So I listed mine for $45 with free shipping. That's what I do. I'm a free shipper. I'll talk about that in another video. Then I went out today on Friday hoping to find more stuff. And I eventually did. I was striking out at first, but then I went to this garage sale and I bought all this Halloween stuff. They had a lot of holiday stuff. Halloween is just right around the corner. This stuff will sell pretty quick. The first thing that I bought were these Scream Ghost Face. These are candle holders. You can definitely tell that they were used. There's wax on them. I'm going to have to clean that up somehow. Pay 50 cents a piece for these. There's a little bit of condition issues on some of them, but not all of them. Little chips. Anything Scream sells, original Scream merchandise sells. If you found a set of these were sold originally in sets of 2. If you had a package of 2 of them, brand new in the package, they would sell right now for $75 to $80. In used condition, people are asking $15 to $20 for one, and upwards of $30 to $40 for a set of 2. I've got 4. I'm going to ask probably about $50. I'm going to sell them together. So Scream sells. I've sold masks. I've sold other things. Original Scream merchandise sells really well. What it also sells really well for Halloween is original Nightmare Before Christmas merchandise. And I paid $1 for this mask. Excuse me. This is vintage. It's from 2001. It does have condition issues. There are definitely marks. I'm going to try to clean that up. And there is a tear on the back. This one is meant to be there so you can fit it on your head. But when I pulled this up on eBay, when I scanned the barcode, all the listings came up for brand new ones, of course, because if you had a used one, you wouldn't have the barcode anymore. So it would make sense. But all the brand new ones, it was weird because they were all listed for about $20 to $25 plus shipping, but they were all using stock photos. Not one had an actual photo of one on the tag like this. Everybody was using a stock photo of just the mask. When I looked at the past listings or the past solds on these, the last one that sold in used condition, and they were using their own photos. It was definitely used, and they got $45 for it. You would think that if somebody was buying one of these, they would buy a brand new one for $20 or $25, not a used one for $45. And I think it's because the real photo validated that it was a true licensed Nightmare Before Christmas mask and not some cheap ripoff from China. So because I have a true one with the tags, I'm going to see if I can't get upwards of $60 to $75 for this. I don't know. We'll see. That's my theory, though. And then I went to a community sale, and I'm not big on community sales, and one of these days I'm going to sit down and explain why. And I'm definitely not a big fan of this one that I went to, but I was desperate. I was striking out. There was nothing else out there. This is one of the community sales that I try to avoid because it's highly advertised. It's one that's been going on for years. I've been there years past. I've been there at least 2 or 3 other times. I don't think I went last year. I think I forgot about it, and I just completely passed it over. But this is one of those type of community sales where they even get a professional banner printed and hung over the road, advertising it. And then they actually have these signs, professional signs printed up as well. So it's well advertised, so it's well visited. There's lots of competition. And in past years, I haven't done well, but this year I did really well. I was really surprised, and I'm really happy. So the first thing that I bought for $5 was this vintage varsity style satin jacket, button jacket. It's made in the USA. It's made by this company called Holloway. And this thing looks like it was never used. And that's the reason why I bought it. There's no printing on it. It wasn't a company jacket. It wasn't used as a school jacket. There's nothing on it. So I think I can get upwards of $40 to $50 for this, or I may keep it for myself. I don't know. Then I went to another one of the garage sales at this community sale, and I picked up all these Power Ranger action figures. I'm a Power Ranger fan, a Power Ranger collector, but mostly Mighty Morphin and Lost Galaxy. Paid $5 for that bag, $4 for this bag, but there isn't much Mighty Morphin or Lost Galaxy in here. So I may lot them up, I may sell them, I don't know, I'm not sure. But that was a good price. And I paid $0.25 a piece for these 2 items. That's a handheld game. I don't know what that's worth yet. This is from Ben 10. This is the wristband that they call it the Omnitrix. It's what causes him to convert into all the different superheroes or the aliens. And some of those are worth a lot of money. Some of those can go for $20, $30, $40, depending on which version you have. Then I went to this other yard sale, paid $0.25 a piece for these plush. When I saw this in the bin, I said, I remember someone talking about these. There's value to them. And sure enough, they are. They're called Jibba Jabbas, and they make this sound when you move them. Let's see here. There you go. And he's worth about $40. And I only paid $0.25 for him. Old vintage Raphael. This is a suction cup plush. He hangs on the window of your car or whatever. And he's worth about $15. I tried finding $1 worth of stuff, and I just couldn't. Then I picked up these Guardians. This is the former Cleveland Indians. These t-shirts were the first stadium giveaways for the opening day of the Guardians. So it's kind of the first merch. And these are brand new shirts. I paid $1 a piece for these. Now, funny thing is, you would think there would be thousands of these on eBay, and I can't find one. So I'm going to list them for $20, $25 and see what I can't get for them. Then I went to this other garage sale. This is one of the later ones. And I originally found the SpongeBob stuff. SpongeBob Matchbox cars and these SpongeBob figures. $3 a piece for them. And then I found some other things that I'm not showing on camera because it was a friend of mine that I knew would be interested in them. It was drag racing stuff. I called him up, asked him if he was interested. He said, yeah, buy it all. The guy was firm on the drag racing merchandise. He would not come down on the price. So I asked him if he'd come down on this, and he did. He came down $1 a piece. So I paid $2, $2 on each. The Matchbox cars sell for about $25. Now this surprised me. I had to do some research on this because I zapped the barcode on the back. Nothing came up. That means there hasn't been any past sales on this for at least 60 days. I went over to Peak on eBay, did a further research, and there's been one set that sold. I thought it was a used set because they were loose, but there was individual, the same year, the same company released individual figures, and they have little tags on them, like little toe tags or like hanger tags on them. They got $60 in auction for theirs, which they should have never put it into auction. So this is the set of 3 in a 3-pack. And I'm thinking I can push that number and get $75, $80, maybe $100 for these. These are from 2001, definitely vintage and very, very rare. Now this is what I got really excited about. This is at this community house. This house is all the way back in this community, the very back house. And it's Disney pins, $1 a piece, and I thought that's a good price. So I just asked her how much she was interested in selling all of them for, and she told me that these were from her father who worked for Disney. And so he's an employee of Disney, and these were Disney, he said, employee pins. And what they do is they trade them off, and they trade them with each other, and so on and so forth. And that's what caught my attention, because I've heard other people talk about these employee pins that they trade. And if you look up on eBay, look up Disney employee pins, or what they call DEC, D-E-C. It's called Disney Employee Center pins. And some of these go for upwards of $300, $400 because they were limited edition only for the employees. Now it's going to take some research. I don't know if I have anything that great, but I only paid $50 for everything, and there's definitely more than 50 pins in here. It's going to take some time, but it's going to be fun. Really quickly here, some things that I sold. I got to get these off to the post office. This Canon camera, vintage. I got this at the last recycling event for free. This is the Auto Zoom 1014 electronic. That sold within 24 hours. I just listed it yesterday for $99.54, free shipping. This Seether shirt sold for $49.54, free shipping. I got this at the Goodwill for, I think, $4. I guessed on the price because I couldn't find another listing for them. These plug-and-play games. Used to do really well with these. Used to pick them up all the time at thrift stores and at yard sales. They don't do as well anymore, so I don't pay for them, but I got these at the recycling event. I just put them all together, and I got $39.54 free shipping for those. So that was my day. There might be some yard sales tomorrow. Not 100% sure if there are going to be any different ones, but I got a good haul. I spent $75 on everything you see here. Thanks for watching.